Why now? Why 2017? Why a new album from Bootsy right now? What was his thinking in coming into that?
I wanted to make this album bigger than myself. This album, to me, wasn't about me. Me. It's all me. It's all mine. You know, I've had that time in my life, and it was great. It was beautiful. That was, that was one of the best times I've had in my life, because it was always about building that monster to me. But when that monster turns on you, like in Frankenstein, you never prepare for that, and so I love the fact of building and building and building, but this is now a platform. This Bootsy Collins platform, this worldwide funk is that platform shoe that I used to wear, which is a stage. It's a stage for different musicians. It's a stage for young talent to get off, and if I don't build it now, it won't be built. It's like a lyric in the song Worldwide Funk. Don't start no funk, it won't be no funk. And so we gotta start it. And we meaning all of us. We gotta start this funk. We gotta all come together and funk this up ourselves. Yeah.
What was your mental approach to making an album? This is a Bootsy album. What was your mind state into going the album?
It's like the mental state was as drained as the physical state of, of coming off of it. Because it ain't just playing and giving up the funk for the people. It's all the stuff that goes with it to get to the stage. There's so many things you have to do before you get to the stage that, it's like a breath of fresh air when you do finally get to the stage. And then something will go wrong, and you have to learn how to get over those humps, and at the same time, put on a great show.
First thing I better do is come out of my sheets so y'all can see what the fuck I'm doing.
By the time I got off of the road for those 5 years that I hadn't recorded, well, actually it was 6 years, it's like just drained, and not having a mind to think about a lot of stuff sometimes is a good thing, because the only way you get new information and new ideas that you can walk on is to be totally empty, to be flushed. The diarrhea theory, you have to take something to, flush yourself out, and then get reformed and renewed and preach. But to me, it's like I gotta have it all clear in there to, to even start. Okay, it's just like
You are now the amazing Captain Underpants. Tra-la-la.
Captain Underpants. It was all about, taking the fun part or the laughter out of your brain. And when you do that, that's what we got walking around. It's like the mugs are all everywhere. It's like the Zombieville. Which is cool. It's cool. It's a new thing. I mean, prayerfully it'll balance out, but that's taking everybody, that's distracting everybody from each other, really. It's supposed to be connecting you, to everybody.
Give me your 3 instant memories on making this album. It's like an instant memory, not nothing that you got to think about. 3 things that pop right off of your head about making this album.
first thing would be, you know, I'm so used to now, like when I'm not only in the studio, but on the road, or, you know, the conflict things, you know, that might come up, you know, it's very seldom, you know, and there was 2 incidents that I will never forget that was so, I mean, it was so freaking serious, but it was also so freaking funny.
Major Lay, the baffled kid, composing hallelujah, hallelujah.
But I couldn't deal with it like it being funny, because the mugs that was getting ready to go at it was serious. When I say freaking funny and freaking serious, I mean that, you know, the 2 individuals was so serious about, you know, their creative thing, what they were thinking of, and the way that they wanted to do it, you know, in their head. And I think they both got on each other's nerve.
You want something to drink?
Yeah, can I get some water?
Yeah.
Are you gonna get it?
I gotta take a business call. Shh. Shh. It's a business call.
You don't.
Shh.
And out of that chaos came the song. But I had to be the one to come in and kind of, you know, all right, everything's cool, you know, smooth all that out. And, you know, I couldn't actually finish it with those 2 there. So once I got them out of there and everything was cool, that's when the smash developed, you know, and neither one of them really knew about it, that it was going to even be on the record, until I actually put it together and I said, now check this out. Then everybody was happy. It was like a great, you know, oh man, I'm so glad we did this and we did that. But sometimes, I'm saying sometimes you have to go through some negative stuff to turn it into positive. And that's one time that, you know, it worked in our favor. This is the second thing that happened that I didn't have to really think about. And it was the same kind of incident, you know. But, you know, it was again, it was somebody that I wasn't, you know, used to working with, you know. And so they didn't like, you know, somebody else that was on the track. So all of a sudden they came up in their mind that they didn't want to be on the same track that their so-called friends were on.
We're not gonna be cool. Let's say we're not cool.
Really?
No, we're not cool.
And they decided this as we was getting ready to put them down. You know, we got the parts, everything ready to go, and then all of a sudden they click, you know, into this other person, like, oh, is that so-and-so? And it's like, yeah. Oh, I can't be on the track with that monkey. Those, oh no, that, you know, this, that, and the other, and, you know, and once you get past that, you know, it's like the record turned out the bomb. You know, it's learning how to work through those things. That's what funk is. You got to learn how to, you know, jump over those humps. You know, and when you see them, know that they ain't all that bad. I mean, because it might be something in there for you to grow, you know, and to enlighten yourself. So that's the way that's the way I have looked at it. And in every situation, even going back to the James Brown days.
The musicians who had created Brown's first funk hits had left. unable to cope with his demands on their lives. One of the replacements was the 18-year-old Bootsy Collins.
He got us off the street. You know, he always had to lecture me, you know, and I hated it. You know, he always told me what to do and what not to do. And I hated it. Just like Ouiwey, you know, it's like I'm the dad, you the son, I lecture that mug.
All the ladies say, ooh, yeah, I like that. Now what I need everybody to do is put your hands in the air. Everybody under my voice, put your hands in the air. Because we're about to bring that man y'all all been waiting for out to the stage. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Hey! Well, let me hear you, let me hear you, let me hear you say Bootsy!
You know, but the difference with me and Ouiwey is I don't tell him what to do. You know, I give him suggestions, you know, and cause I know as a kid myself, still a kid, you know, it's like when you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it, you know. So I know that in my kid mind. So if I tell that mug Ouiwey with his big head self, don't do this, I already know he gonna do it, you know. So you gotta, you know, as a parent, you know, I don't know why I got off on that, but as a you mugs as parents, you know, you gotta remember you was a kid too, you know. So when you tell that young mug this, that, and the other, you know, remember how you reacted, you know, and then you'll get a glimpse into his or her mind. You know, sometimes it turns out great, like we was talking about the record. The record turned out great because of this conflict thing that this person had against those people, you know. And I mean, you know, the deep thing is, why didn't they say something before it was studio time? You know, now I could have got deep right there, but you know, it was about the record. It wasn't about, you know, who's right or who's wrong or why come you didn't say it then and da 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 da. It's about we're here to put this down. You know, now are we gonna follow through? You know, are we gonna do this or are you gonna continue to talk about them and da 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 da? What's more edifying? And to me, what was edifying is being creative and turning that negative vibe into a positive. And she did it. Once she got rid of that, it was like, you know, it was like a light turn on. And she became that light. And everybody started smiling and grooving, and she was smiling. And she got into her, closed her eyes, and I was like, yeah, yeah, you know? Yeah, so, you know, now number 3, it was pretty deep because we had like, you know, all the youngsters that came in, and John Blackwell, the drummer, former drummer with Prince, he came in, you know, Alicia, she came in to play some bass, and we had Mono, he came in to play some bass. Yeah, man, we had such a ball, because I got a chance to, while Ouiwey was kind of, you know, doing the Pro Tools and all the computer stuff he was doing, and you know, I got a chance then to just kind of, you know, sit back and listen and say, yeah, no, maybe we better try it this way. So I got a chance to sit back, and that was a real cool moment for me, just watching the young energy in action and how they, you know, corresponded together. That was a uplift and an inspiration for me, and that's what we all need. We all need, but we got to learn how to get that for ourselves. And so I was just trying different things. This album allowed me to try different things to see what made me feel good, you know, what made me feel sad, you know, and you go through those different emotions, and you know, and you always try to get back around to that one what made you feel good. But songs, when you're cutting songs, certain songs just make you feel certain ways, and everything ain't happy, you know, everything ain't good, everything ain't groovy, you know, and so whatever that song is, you put that emotion into it. And so that young energy around me, just it saved the day, really. I just wanted to make sure that I added that one in there, because that third memory I'll never forget. And rest in peace, John Blackwell, because that boy was a heck of a drummer, and I don't want y'all to ever forget him. Yeah, thank you.
What would you want your fans to know about this album that they might not know?
I started with James Brown. So it was built from that, and then it went to George Clinton. And then it just spread it. And so I'm known as the #1 funketeer. But that don't mean that I don't like nothing else. I love all the music. I mean, any of the music you could play, I'm loving it. I mean, you know, it's all music. And you don't have to per se like it. You know, it's about giving yourself a chance to embrace what another person is giving you, you know, but you don't stop that because you don't want to hear it or it's not your bag, you know. Just because it ain't your bag, you know, it might become your bag if you allow it, you know. So that's to me, that's the whole thing. This is worldwide funk. And it don't mean for funketeers only. Anybody can go out and get this mug, and the funk will appreciate any and every mug that dances with this funk. Alright? 10 funkin' foil and over and out. I hope that's clear, because it's all about embracing the one. Because the one is the essence of everything that was, that will be, and that is. So forever funkin' on.
Bootsy, baby!